workout is 2 rounds, 8 to 10 reps each exercise with 15-second breaks in between. The first one are arm circles. Forwards, you're just going to go easy. You're also going to go backwards, so reverse. The next warm-up is going to be single leg swings. So what you're going to do, this is more balance training as well. You can always go and touch a wall, but we're going to swing our legs as far as you can. So like full range of motion, really just warming up your lower legs, your glutes, your core, your balance training. So now we're gonna do open and close the gates. So what you wanna do is bring one knee up. So I'm starting on my left leg. Bring my right leg up to 90 degrees. Adjust your hips, widen your hips out, come back and down. That's all we're gonna do. Do about 10 of them on each side. Then really practice with not rotating your hips. Next is high knees. Either you can do regular high knees where you do regular high knees, just like that. Or if you can't do that, we're just gonna do A skips. The next one is bodyweight squats. So you can choose sumo, which is your feet a little bit further out from your hips. So you can do that, or you can do regular, which is feet hip width apart. Feet hip width, yeah. So there's 3 things you want to remember with squats. You want to be over your ankles. So sit really back into the squat. 2, your upper body, still try to be as upright as possible. You don't want to hunch over. And then when you're down in a squat, to make sure you're doing it right, you could look at your toes. If you can see your toes, you're perfect. If you can't see your toes, it means you're leaning forward a little bit. So sit back into that squat if you can't see your toes. And then you don't have to go down as far as G is going, but just try to push those hips back, sit down, come up. Last one for warm up are calf raises. So these are pretty simple. You're just gonna be on your toes. You're gonna lift up, so down and up. Let's do this 10 times. Yep. It is now on to the workout. So this is something where we tell our clients that you should be going 50 to 75% of your energy. You're doing 8 to 10 reps. So 8 is the lowest one you're going to be doing, 10 is the highest. Remember, you're doing these twice. We're going to go through one circuit and then another one. These are going to be tricep dips. What you're going to do is you want to start in a high tabletop, a reverse tabletop. Your your hands are going to be pointed towards your feet in the same direction. You're gonna lower at your elbows. And you're gonna target your triceps. Your butt can touch the ground, doesn't have to, but this is going to be an emphasis on the triceps. The next one we are going to do are Supermans. So Supermans are on your tummy, and there's 2 different ones you can do. You can do the full Superman where your arms and legs both come up. That's one Superman. If that's too hard, you can do the alternating leg and arm Superman. The main focus is try to get that chest up off the ground a little bit and bring those legs up with you. If you're gonna do the full Superman like G, you wanna really squeeze your thighs together and then bring up that chest as well. I forgot to mention at the beginning, if any of these exercises you start to feel some pain, stop. Don't continue doing that exact exercise. Okay, so now we're going to lower body. We are going to do sumo squats. We're going to stand first, hip width distance. What you're gonna wanna do is plant your feet a little bit diagonally. I would say either if you're on a mat, wider than the mat. If you're just on the floor, a little bit wider than your hip width. Just stay pointed out. With your feet pointed outward, and you're gonna go down as low as you can and up. Just like the warm up, we're just gonna do alternating Rear lunges, so instead of going forward, you're just gonna step back, come up, alternate, come up. You wanna do between 8 to 10, but that's 8 to 10 on each leg. So if you choose 8, that's 16 total. If you choose 10, that's 20 total. If you don't know what a hip thrust is, this is going to again target your glutes, your quads, and hamstrings. So start laying down in a lying down formation. You're gonna bring your heels to the tips of your hands. And then you're going to push up as high as you can without hyperextending your back. Your toes are going to stay planted. Your heels should not lift off the ground. And at the top, really clench your glutes, your butt. You're gonna go straight in the core. And the very first one is mountain climbers. If you know what mountain climbers are, you can do the regular mountain climbers. If you are a beginner and you don't really know what to do or they're a little bit harder, you can walk and step them out. So you can do regular first. With the mountain climbers, you want to make sure your back is as flat as possible. You don't want it up in the air. You don't want your butt up in the air. That's too hard. Step it out. So you just have to drag those knees forward. No matter what you do, you're focusing your core. So do you want to show here? So this is you're starting on your back. The main goal for crunches is to keep your lower back on the ground at all times. Think pushing your belly button down to the floor. That could help. Your hands can be behind your head. Your hands can be out front. You don't have to use hands if you don't want to use hands. But again, bringing your chest forward, getting a little bit of your upper back off the ground. Okay, so now we're doing seated bike. So seated bicycle, you want to sit down on your butt, lean back a little bit, and drag those knees to your elbows, alternating our opposite knee to opposite elbow as you do that. If you don't like the fact that you're hovering, you can place your feet down and tap. Yeah. Okay, so you finished the workout. Congrats. That was the hardest part. The best thing now is stretching. So always remember to stretch before, stretch after. We're first gonna do pigeon. You're gonna start on your knees in tabletop, show it. You're gonna bring your whatever leg you want to stretch first down into an acute angle, kind of. Not 90, acute. And you can either stay here, and what it's targeting is your quads and your hamstrings and a little bit of your glutes. And so if you don't feel it here, you can bring your arms down to your forearm, stretch, and your main target here is to keep your back glute pressed down to the ground. You don't want it lifting up because then you're not really getting your stretch. You want to hold that for about 15 to 20 seconds and then switch and do the same thing on the other side. Whatever you do on one side, you want to make sure you do on the other side. So standing up, you're going to just take whatever arm you're going to stretch first, right across your chest. Use your other forearm to hold it, or you can hold your hand and just tug it. But you're going to hold this again. You're holding each one for about 10 to 15 seconds. Once you did that, we're going to do a chest opener, which is you want to try to fold your hands, right? Hold them together behind your back. You can either just squeeze like this and just hold it like this. If you want a little bit more stretch, you can hinge at your hips a little bit and bend forward a little bit, keeping your hands together in the back and just allowing that stretch there. If you can feel the stretch here, stay right there. The main goal for a chest opener is just really to open your chest up. The last stretch of the day is going to be a runner's lunge. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to start and start with kneeling with one leg. Your front leg is going to be at 90 degrees. Remember, knee over ankle. And you're going to either, beginners are going to start by pushing your hips forward. And this is going to get your groin muscle, your quads, your hammies, your glutes. So you can just push forward and stay here, or you can bring your arms down and really force, more so here. You're gonna bring your arms more on the inside of your front foot, and you're gonna try and really just get as low as you can. You can start here, you can go down to your forearms, but you're feeling it right in your groin muscle and your hip flexors.
Yes. So for those who are maybe not as flexible, I would not suggest go down on your forearms. It's just to stay right here.
We will see you guys next time.